Hello Scorpio, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly reading. Last one before the start of the new year. So we're talking the 23rd to the 29th of December here. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I continue to grow and love the journey so very much. So thank you. Thank you for the people who've donated to me. I've been able to purchase a couple of new decks and I will pull one card from one of the Oracle decks I bought as soon as we're finished your reading. If the readings aren't resonating with you, please make sure you check out other aspects of your natal chart as well, because very often, like your sun sign won't resonate, but one of the other aspects will. So I'm using the Hanson Roberts deck here. If you would like a personal reading or you would like to donate, all my information's in the box below of the weekly reads. And we're ready to go. Okay, so you have the Two of Rods here. Now, the Two of Wands, Two of Rods, is a card that talks about having a choice of two pathways. Now, the man stands there, he's got the world in his hands, and he's trying to make a choice on which way to go. The sun is coming up in the background, so that says to me he is heading towards something very beautiful, but he's just got to take the right direction. Maybe it's a new path has opened up for him too, because he's got the world in his hand. I feel like singing he's got the whole world in his hands. But definitely knowing that this path will open up something amazing for him when he decides to tread on that way. Okay, first card out, King of Pentacles. Now you could be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus or Virgo here. Male or female, not necessarily one. But you look like you're dealing with someone who's an earth sign. Now, an earth sign it generally is known for being very down to earth, organised, outspoken. The Capricorn does have a bit of a reputation in, I think because the Capricorn is represented by a goat, and goats are really good at climbing mountains, so the Capricorn's always got that name. They're very ambitious, and often a little bit focused on making money. It's not really so much they want to be rich. I think it's more that they want to be comfortable, luxurious. Okay, so we have a Knight of Rods here, Knight of Wands. Can be a fire sign, but it's someone taking action on something very rapidly here. So someone's going after something very rapidly, and he's heading straight for the pentacle here. Okay, then we have the Three of Rods. Isn't this interesting? So this is about waiting for your ships to come in. It's like you've manifested something and now you're waiting on it. Interestingly, he only has one rod in his hand and he's leaving the other two behind. So he wants a brand new start and he's waiting for the ships to come in to see whether it offers him some insight into the direction he needs to go in. And I do say he, but we can be she. Okay, so the world's here. So some of you could be planning a trip here. This is two worlds we've seen here, and ships. Maybe some of you are doing a world cruise something. The world card talks of closing out cycles. Maybe you're closing out the cycle of being single or closing out the cycle of being in a relationship. Maybe you're walking away from something or moving towards something. Possibly more likely to be moving towards. Now, the cycle can be a lot of different things. It can be something more tangible, like, you know, in a relationship, out of relationship, that type of thing. But it also can be closing out things that you do yourself, the cycling you do yourself. Maybe poor relationship decisions in your life, or maybe it could be a lot of things, really. It could be closing out thought processes, having a better understanding about how you want to move forward, that's for sure. Then we have the Page of Pentacles here. So there's definitely an offer coming in here, and it is an offer of stability. Sometimes it can be about money. It can be about something financial to help you on your path. Other times this can be a job, new job coming in. Could be about study too, and moving forward on study. Okay, so you have a wish coming true here, Scorpio. Nine of Cups. This talks about something you've wanted for a really long time finally coming to fruition. And I see that with this Three of Wands. Something you've wanted is now being brought to you. because you've closed out some cycle here. Maybe for some of you this is about addiction, closing out a cycle on addiction. Queen of Pentacles coming up here. So you're definitely dealing with an earth sign here. She's absolutely beautiful. She's a bit of a mother figure, very nurturing, very down to earth, genuine, gentle. Okay, and we have the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles talks about hanging on too tightly to money. So you could have been sorting out your finances here and trying to pay off money or debt before you move forward on something. Maybe you want to offer somebody that pentacle, but you're worried that you don't have enough to go around. Sometimes this can talk about hanging on to things too tightly, old memories, old views, ways of believing, that type of thing. Okay, so we have the Star here. So you're definitely on some sort of pathway to some sort of destiny here. This talks about healing, but it talks about hope and faith and wishes coming true. But this is like divine intervention here. This is the universe bringing you into some sort of union here by the looks of things. Okay, so what we're looking at here is you deciding to take a path somewhere. I feel like you've done a lot of work on yourself here. It looks like you want to offer something to somebody and you're coming in very quickly to do this. You're very passionate about it. I feel like you've been looking at it for a while, wondering if you're doing the right thing, but I think the universe is pushing you to move ahead. I feel like you've had to close out a lot of stuff in your life that didn't serve you, and you've had to do a lot of growth over the last period, whatever it is for you, maybe 2 to 3 years. For some of you, this is about getting control of maybe addictions, old ways of believing, understanding who you are here and closing out what no longer serves you, closing this cycle to move forward. Very strong earth energy here. So you could be dealing with an earth sign, moving towards an earth sign. You definitely are having a wish come true here. But I see how hard you've worked to close out some really, really negative aspects in your life. This hanging on to thoughts and ideas sometimes could be what you're closing out. But this is about not sort of looking at things from different perspectives, only having your own view and refusing to see any other way of doing things. But I think the universe has shown you here that there is a new way you can go, and they're showing you a new path. And in that Two of Wands at the beginning, it's clear that you have a new direction to go in. And look at you going in to tell someone the truth. This is about truth here. Okay, let me just have a closer look at this. There's some truth that you owe someone. There's some, or it could be an apology. It could be an apology. Because you're moving towards this person very, very quickly with this Knight of Swords. Yes, it's destined and you are supposed to be with this person, but this is also about you having an understanding. You've locked something out of your life. You've got rid of something that no longer serves you. And I feel like you've wished for this person. But because these cards come in here, I'm sort of thinking that this could have been something that you've done before, or some sort of situation where you need to, they're saying, step up to the plate. So I'm not sure what that means for you. But this is about you moving towards someone and offering them an apology or a truth here in order for your wish to come true. So although you think it's a wish, it's actually divinely guided here. So you are meant to be with this person. So it could be that you're in some sort of divinely orchestrated relationship here. There's a strong earth element here though, very strong indeed. So although there's other cards here, there's three, the Page, the Queen and the King of Pentacles are all here. So maybe you're taking on the energy of the King of Pentacles moving towards a Queen, or vice versa. But definitely moving towards something. It just feels to me that you need to either make an apology, but it may not be about an apology. You may not know them. It might just be about speaking a truth. So the card you've got out here is ask for help from others. Now I'm thinking the reason this might have come out is because of this reluctance to move on this. You might look to having support from family or friends, or talking about it to someone else to make sure that your approach is the one you want to take, that it's the right one for you. So I'm thinking that's why that's come out, but it would mean something to you, I'm sure. Thank you very much, Scorpio. Have a fantastic week.